Bei Stanley Parable.
Already this was uncomfortable.
Oh, ich hab was vergessen. Yeah! Nein! Oh, voll abgedreht. Wir schaffen das.
How wonderful. Stanley was
Ich glaube, der ist so leise. Ja, der ist definitiv so leise. Ich hab das gleich. Tut mir leid. So.
This is great, he thought to himself.
Ich hab das echt gleich. Ich schwör's euch, Leute.
This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
So.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the
Das
meeting
kennen
room,
wir
and
alles
Stanley
schon.
knew it perfectly well.
Das kennen wir schon, das kennen wir schon. Wir gehen mal jetzt mal weiter. Das ist jetzt zu laut, das darf ja echt nicht wahr sein. So, wir gehen jetzt mal weiter und zwar gehen wir jetzt, wie ich in der letzten Folge angekündigt habe, wir haben den Stecker gezogen und das ganze Spiel ist abgebrochen. Oh meine Güte, kannst du mal aufhören zu reden? Ja, das nehmen wir auch noch später. Auf jeden Fall machen wir jetzt alles von hinten nach vorne. Und zwar gehen wir jetzt hier hin. Das hier werde ich in der nächsten Folge sehr wahrscheinlich machen, wenn da nicht zu viel ist, sage ich jetzt mal. Also mit zu viel meine ich, wenn ich jetzt ans Telefon rangehe, ob da jetzt was anderes passiert. Wo man sich noch entscheiden kann. Ansonsten wird das hier in der nächsten Folge sein. Und in den anderen Folgen gehen wir dann da rechts rein. Also das werden schon recht viele Folgen werden. Also habt ihr noch recht viel davon zu gucken. Mit etwas Glück seht ihr das ein bisschen zu spät und dann könnt ihr das alles in einem Rutsch gucken und dann wünsche ich euch herzlichen Glückwunsch! Ich hoffe, das stört es nicht, dass ich die ganze Zeit rede währenddessen der ja. Komm, wir gehen ran. Da. Jetzt kennen wir alle schon. So, jetzt gehen wir mal ran und mal gucken, was passiert.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Ich kann mich nicht bewegen.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Nein.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Nein! Du sperrt mich einfach rein. Hallo Schnucki.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Guten Morgen, Angestellter 427. Drücke N auf deine Taste.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Drücke R.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Drücke Y.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Bitte drücken Z, fernzusehen. Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Bitte drücke T, die Zeit mit deinen Kindern zu verbringen.
So, he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Bitte drücke K, Abendessen vorzubereiten.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room, with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Bitte drücke M, um deinen Kindern eine Geschichte zu erzählen. Stopp, die Zeiten da nicht mehr sein.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Bitte drücke H, um deiner Frau zu sagen, dass du sie liebst. Ich liebe dich, Schatz.
But there is no answer.
Wow.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh, Bitte drücke T, um schlafen zu gehen.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, bitte drücke T, um morgen früh bei der Arbeit zu sein. Ich drücke ihn mal nicht. Mal gucken, ob wirklich was passiert oder eher nicht. Ich warte jetzt nicht ewig. Ich warte die Minute noch ab. 9:43, noch 20 Sekunden. Voll assi, ey. Upsala. Okay, meine Stimme ist noch da. Ich höre noch was, alles gut. Einfach mal ein paar Tasten drücken, ey. Was steht denn da? Day. Hayton Day. Keine Ahnung. Zeit ist warum? Ich glaube, da passiert gar nichts. Okay.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Bitte drücke 8, um nichts in Frage zu stellen.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Bitte stirb.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Und Stanley drückte den Knopf. Und ich probierte es noch einmal. Und Stanley probierte den Knopf. Ja, der Knopf schmeckt schön nach Gummi. Alter, was ist das? Also da wir bei 8 Minuten sind, wer ist die nächste Tür?
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Ist es Stanley's Office? Ist das nicht? Ihr müsst doch ein bisschen durchhalten und dann zeige ich euch mal, was in der linken Tür ist. Aber als erstes will ich wirklich mal die ganze rechte Seite abknabbern. Alles, was ich so finde, mal abknabbern und dann gucke ich mal nach Easter Eggs. Nach noch anderen Wegen und mal gucken, was wir da so finden, ne?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Wisst ihr was, Leute?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh Gott, das war's wert. Ey, was mal ausprobieren. Mal gucken, was der jetzt macht.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Ja, echt nur eine Frage der
When
Zeit.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Und irgendwann sagt er, ging er
Perhaps
durch
he
die
wanted to
rechte
stop
Tür.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Das wäre cool, wenn er
Standing now in
dann
this
irgendwann
incredible
einfach mal
room,
sagt,
Stanley
Stanley ging durch die rechte Tür.
back to
Das wäre
business.
cool, echt.
Stanley took the first open door on his left,
Ja, ja, du kommst danach dran. Da fehlt noch eine Tür.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
Da geht's
foot
jetzt hin.
here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Ja, ja, haben wir schon
Let me
gesehen.
prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Ja, immer eine Chance. Chance für jeden.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Für den Arsch.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nochmal, für den Arsch.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Haha.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
No.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yay!
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Ja, ja. Na, sieht schon gut aus. Wenn 1 das Beste ist und 5 das Schlechteste, gebe ich dir. Ja, sind wir großzügig.
Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either.
Genau.
You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Worldwide Leaderboard, okay. Na, wo bin ich denn da? 11 Sekunden. LOL! Ja. Wo bin ich denn? Ich bin doch keine 7 Minuten da. 13. Alter. Was ist das? Es gibt eine klare
Would you
6.
say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of the new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Yay!
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Yay! Ich würde gern hüpfen, aber ich kann nicht hüpfen. Guck, ich kann nicht hüpfen.
The baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't but you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Wisst ihr, mehrere Stunden, ne, bis man es gecheckt hat. Mehrere Stunden. Wisst ihr, warum mehrere Stunden? Weil das andauernd jetzt die ganze Zeit so weitergeht. So. Es geht nämlich die ganze Zeit so weiter. Ich kann so oft drücken, wie ich will.
You
Tut mir leid.
heartless bastard.
Ja,
Did you do it
drei.
because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your
Hallo?
input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Nett. Wo kommen wir denn jetzt hin? 4 Stunden. Der Witz ist ja 4
Well,
Stunden.
Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Okay.
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Wow. Das letzte Minecraft-Haus?
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Update bei der Minecraft, Mann. Es gibt ja jetzt Life in the Woods, Junge.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay. Die Musik. Ich mach ganz kurz auf, hört's euch mal an. So, das war's mit Musik. Da, wieder leise. Wie geil! Das ist richtig in Minecraft, also so ähnlich. Fast wie die Minecraft-Musik.
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Geht nicht.
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game. Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Geil. Ich weiß, ich muss steht da drauf. Ich kann es nicht lesen, warte. Ich kann es mal nicht lesen. Nein, ich kann es nicht lesen. Das ist. Ja. Ja, mit dem Radio. Mit der Musik. Ich kenne das Spiel nicht, aber. Es sieht nach Portal aus. Voll doof, dass ich die Toilettentaste nicht drücken darf. What the fuck?
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Ich schwör's euch, das kann ich doch Stunden weitermachen. Heute gegen den Kopf werfen? Na komm her, du Stimme aus dem Nichts.
Genius.
Alter, danke. Noch rein, ich bin rein. Ach, dann nicht.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work, and I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Du lässt mich zurück, mich sterben. Nein! Und tot. Oder auch nicht, kein Fallschaden. The Stanley Parable Alpha-Test. Was? Was? Ich wollte gar nicht runterfallen. Hallo? Ich bin so allein. Erzählerstimme, komm wieder. Ich fühle mich so einsam. Stanley ging durch die rechte Tür. Das ist wirklich der Raum. Ich kann nicht rennen. Geil. Gehen wir jetzt in sein Büro? Plus, minus? Ist das ein Büro? Wie geil. Ich kann nichts machen. Irgendwie ist da gerade voll aus wie ein Burger. Und jetzt? Was? Hallo?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Jetzt? Ich glaube, das war's. Bin mir sicher.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Ja,
did it mean?
das war's. Tschüss, bis zur nächsten Folge. In der nächsten Folge werden wir mal die rote Tür nehmen. Genau. Wir werden die rote Tür wählen. Da wollte doch unbedingt deswegen vertrauen. Und dann gucken wir mal, was passiert, wenn wir die rote Tür wählen. Vielleicht passiert dasselbe. Also, ich sag euch in der nächsten Folge, entweder ich laufe jetzt gleich ganz normal weiter oder ich werde euch sagen, dass da nichts passiert ist. Und dann werden wir diese eine Tür da links reingehen, bevor wir in diese ganzen Räume mit dem Telefon und so kommen. Ich hoffe, ihr wisst, was ich meine. Ich werde es euch zeigen. Bis zur nächsten Folge. Cheerio.